Let's take an average day when your eyes slowly emerge from an unrestful slumber cut abruptly short by the piercing beeps of a cheaply built alarm clock. Your body climbs out of bed to get ready for your meaningless job at which you'll spend the next 9 to 10 hours. After your longer than normal shower, you're already running late and start to anticipate the condemnation on the eyes of your supervisor standing behind his office window. It probably wouldn't cross their mind that you've only been late twice this month. A big sigh exhales your chest. There's no time for breakfast at home, so on your all-too-familiar commute, you decide to stop by the local cookie-cutter fast food outlet and eat the coma-inducing, overly greasy food that some call breakfast. Eyes that were beginning to be awakened for the day now begin longing for the darkness of sleep once more. Traffic is slower than usual and you embrace the only morsel of positivity that there are less cars cutting you off than normal today. After a few bumper-to-bumper stretches of highway, you make your way into the never-ending purgatory of your generic cubicle that should be called your home away from home. The air conditioning vent above your desk seems deviously placed to turn your box into a Siberian winter while your coworkers all seem to be living on a tropical island. Forgot my jacket again, revealing your absent-mindedness as you head towards the break room for a hot drink to provide some solace. Instead of relief, you find an unstocked break room and the coworker who has memorized every cliched phrase about working in an office. Not only do they passionately share them day in and day out, but seem oblivious that they said the same phrase yesterday, the day before, and every other day since you started working there. This typical day finally breaks its routine when your boss brings you into his office to announce that your coworker got the promotion you applied for. In an emotional compensation, your boss tells you, keep going the way you're going and you'll be where they are one day. You barely believe a word that's coming out of his mouth as you fraudulently smile approval so you can pay your rent and keep your sanity. Or maybe for you it's like this. You awaken to your never-ending list of chores that you're ready to tackle for the day as you jump out of bed. You're ready for everyday challenges like taking the kids to school and getting the endless cycles of laundry washed and folded. But you're concerned about the spontaneous errand that always seems to rear its ugly head during the day that sucks your time and leaves your chores undone and you frustrated. You drop the kids off at school and notice the gas is empty. You quickly scan your different credit cards as you pull into your local gas station to fill up the tank. How much gas can I get? You wonder as you select the best choice for payment, hoping it has enough to clear. You still need to get groceries and then you have to drive all the way home through slow, heavy, SUV-intensive traffic. The point is that petty, frustrating stuff like this is exactly where the work of choosing a better path comes in. Because the traffic jams and crowded aisles and long lines give you time to think, and if you don't make a conscious decision about how to think and what to pay attention to, you're going to be miserable every time you have to food shop because your natural default setting is the certainty that situations like this are really all about yourself, about your frustration, your fatigue, your desire to just get home. And it's going to seem for all the world like everybody else is just in your way. And who are all these people in your way? If you choose to think this way, fine, lots of us do, except that thinking this way tends to be so easy and automatic, it doesn't have to be a choice. Thinking this way is your natural default setting. It's the automatic, unconscious way that you experience the boring, frustrating, crowded parts of adult life when you're operating on the automatic, unconscious belief that you are the center of the world and that your immediate needs and feelings are what should determine the world's priorities. The thing is, there are obviously different ways to think about these kinds of situations. The truth is about life before death. It's about making it to 30 or maybe 50 without wanting to throw yourself into a bottomless pit. Your work is a never-ending story that nobody wants to read, but one you're ready to rewrite. So start each day with a new opportunity, a chance to be better than the day before. That's when your journey begins. When you're on this journey, you will have failures, but success is always achievable. What matters most is your willingness to work harder, think bigger, and be your best self each and every day. Consciously decide which direction your life will go. Be a producer and not just a consumer. That is real freedom. The alternative is unconsciousness, the default setting, the rat race that never ends. So there's two ways to approach this. There's the world around you and how it affects you. And then there's how you affect the world. So forget about the rat race. Forget about your circumstances. You can't control those things. What you can control is how you respond. You can challenge yourself. You can push yourself. Invest in yourself. That's the one variable you can alter and change. At the end of the day, the only question left to ask yourself is, what are you going to do next today?
Well, the biggest question I get asked is, Jeff, how come you ended up at JUUVA? You know, you were one of those guys that was having great success where you were at, and you left to start all over again. And the biggest thing I tell people is I was looking for a company that had integrity. Not only integrity by words, because a lot of companies do that. They get up on stage and say the same thing, but integrity that's backed by action. This is the most impressive company I've seen from the integrity side, especially the distributors, and the relationship and the treatment of distributors.
So with my background as a massage therapist and working in high-end spas and being introduced to many different products, I feel that JUUVA fulfills everything that I've ever looked for and wanted in products. And it really is exciting, and it makes it so easy to be able to understand and share how these products can enrich their lives.
We've been with the JUUVA company right since its very beginning. The JUUVA business has literally transformed the life and the health of our entire family. We're not just another company. No, we are different because we do transform people's lives. We transform them in their health, and if they want, in their wealth. We can help them reach whatever dream that they would like to achieve.
You will not find anyone in JUUVA, I believe, who is not extremely committed to this venture. That includes myself. We have a set of policies which are geared to making this a different experience in our industry. And we would hope a permanent experience. You will not be disappointed. We invite you to transform your own life and then to stand shoulder to shoulder with us as we transform the lives of others.